Tube Talk in the book. Tell me where you guys are watching me from again. It helps my algorithm, whatever platform you're on. So everybody that has social media needs to know that these are AI generated platforms. The things that you search will be fed back to you. The things that you look at will come back to you, right? Kentucky, Minnesota, California, Louisiana. I love it. We live in an AI world, don't we? Everything is AI. So the things that you look at on social media is what will come back to you when you open your TikTok or your Facebook or your YouTube. And if you've ever like watched one reel about how to make buttercream frosting, and then you went, did that ever happen to you? And then you opened your TikTok like next day or your Facebook, you had more buttercream frosting videos. So that's because it's AI. The things that you say, the things that you search, the things that you watch. Now that you're watching me, you might see other Christians. You might see other people making money online because that's the niche that I'm placed into. I'm placed into a niche of other people that call themselves Christians that help other people make money online. Okay? So if you're brand new to me, we're going to do Bible study. Go get your notebook. Okay? My name is Jessica. I've been helping moms make money online. Other believers, moms, dads, grandmas, aunts, uncles, it doesn't matter. I came to social media in 2020 with the desire to be able to at least pay my mortgage. My husband and I, neither one work a job. This is our full-time income. I am a online coach. I'm a content creator. I coach in multiple different communities, and I teach other people how to make money online. So if you want information on that, please send me a private message. I inbox on social media all the time. TikTok, Facebook, it doesn't matter. My inbox is always open, but we're going to do Bible study today. So if you want to hang out with me for 10 minutes, tell me in the chat. Tell me if you're watching this on a replay, if you're watching this on live. It's Sunday morning, Sunday evening, January 25th. It's 5 o'clock. I am recording this. If you have to go, send me a private message and tell me you want my YouTube channel so you can watch the recording. Now, how many of you have snow and ice right now where you are? It's the nation's been in an uproar. The bread and milk shelves have been empty. How many of you have had that? Wifey Diana, love it. Okay, so I'm going to compare the snowstorm that we're doing now to our life. Okay, how many of you feel like your life has ever been in a storm? Yes or no? You've went through something. Maybe you're going through something now, and you felt like you were right in the middle of this giant snowstorm, snow and ice. We have it too. You guys ever felt that way? Everybody should say yes. If you have any kind of relationship with Christ, your life, you have went through a storm, right? You have all went through a storm. Wifey and Freedom, what are your guys' first names? I like to use first names. I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to encourage you. So my prayer is that you open your heart and your mind. Don't see me. Just think about the Lord. Ashley, Crystal, that's right. I got to get that one in my head. I'm sorry. Okay. This Bible study is not about me. Hi, Susan. This Bible study is not about me. I want to encourage you. I hope that's okay. Indiana. Right. And you just bought Boss Light the other day. Okay. So when your life feels like a snowstorm, if you have snow right now, it's kind of paused everything, right? How many of you got prepared to stay home for a few days? Christy Lynn, hey girl, we're doing Bible study. How many of you got prepared to stay in for a few days? Maybe you bought extra groceries. Maybe you went to the gas station and got gas for your generator. Did anybody else fill their cars up with gasoline? You did? What's your name? What's your name? Maybe you got extra potato chips or extra loaf of bread because all the shelves were empty. Got extra groceries, extra gasoline. There was a lot of people buying generators. I saw on Facebook some people buying generators. You got prepared for the storm. You knew it was coming, right? How many of you have ever went in your life? You didn't get a chance to get prepared for it, did you? Fights with your family, sickness, right, Crystal? Things that have happened with other people. We have been through storms, but we didn't necessarily get to get prepared for them, right, Crystal? So if you're is anybody taking notes? Catherine was here. If you're taking notes, a snowstorm forces stillness. A hurricane? You could get prepared for a hurricane. That's a great point. Thank you, Catherine. A snowstorm will force you Yes, Buffy said it broke her. A snowstorm will force you to be still. God often does the same, doesn't he? Hey, we just started Bible study. Go get your notebook. I'm live on the talk, the tube, and the book. So we are recording it if you have to go. But I thought this was perfect. If you're just popping on Facebook, tell me if you have snow or ice. That's what I asked. The algorithms are messed up today inside of TikTok, so I'm not going to worry about numbers. I just want to encourage you in the Lord. I hope that's okay. Snow and ice. Crystal has both, she says. We have snow and ice. You don't have cold water. You don't have hot water. Angie, I'm doing a Bible study. Can you stay? I want to encourage you. I know you're going through a storm in your life right now. I hate that you don't have hot water, Alicia. That's awful. Awful. If you're on Facebook or TikTok, will you share and heart? I think Catherine's going crazy with it. Crystal might be too. The more you interact on that, the more hopefully it'll push me out. TikTok's the one to update. Nothing's working over there. It's okay. All right. When your life feels like a snowstorm. Point number 1, if you're taking notes, a snowstorm often causes us to be still. How many of you got groceries? You got gasoline? You gassed up the cars? What else do you do to get prepared for a storm? But it often prepares you. And then what do you do, Catherine? You got to be still, right? The storm's coming. You get prepared, but then you're still. You guys been inside all day? I think we've already watched 3 movies today. It causes everything. You pray. That's right. It causes everything to kind of be still. Has God ever caused you to be still? Psalm 46:10, we all know it. Be still and know that I am God. Sometimes our storm is caused because he wants us to be still. My daughter has written on her wall in a black magic marker. I told her she could write it in her paint, rest in Jesus. It used to be right by her bed, but then she moved her bed. Rest in Jesus. Sometimes the storm in our life is because God wants us to be still. Have you guys ever thought things happen because he's trying to get a hold of you or make you slow down? Does anybody else ever think of that? A snowstorm causes a delay, right? Delay causes schools to be shut down, roads to be shut down. What else did I write down? Work from home. It causes your job to be shut down. It causes your plans to be shut down. Listen, you ready? Those things are shut down not because the movement is bad. You could go for a drive right now if you wanted to, if you got 4-wheel drive, right, Alicia, and good tires? But because stillness is necessary. 24/7, there's a lot of sickness. Yes, it's tired. You're tired. Sometimes God tells us to be still, not because the movement is bad, but because the stillness is necessary. Catherine, I'm going to screenshot that, sister, so I can write your name down. There are seasons where God slows you down. Seasons of grieving, seasons of exhaustion, seasons of being overwhelmed, seasons of being in the wrong direction. How many of you will admit that the Lord literally stopped you in your tracks and later on, maybe months or years down the road, you realized that storm in your life was because you were going in the wrong direction? Has anybody ever had that happen? Hey, Dina. Anybody ever had that happen to them? Like Catherine is exhausted and going in 15 different directions. What if God's just trying to get her attention to slow her down so she will fully rely on him? Has that ever happened to you? If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down and I want you to remember this because this is something I'm going to highlight this. I need a highlighter. You ready, Catherine? Angie, I thought of you as soon as you got on. Sometimes he stops us so he can steady us. I'm going to say it again if you're taking notes. Sometimes he will stop us so he can steady us. I know for a fact that Angie right now is going through the hardest thing she's ever went through in her life because she's confided it in me. And I don't know all the details, but I want to encourage you. Sometimes your storm is just so you can be still. Thank you. Sometimes that storm is to keep us still so we can fully rely on him. Okay? Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. How many of you are gonna be like me, go-getters, no takers? I'm gonna figure it out. I'm strong. I don't need help. I'm just gonna figure it out. If you're a woman, it's ingrained in you to be that way, isn't it, Crystal? We're just ingrained to do that. It's okay to rest. Do you know the word Selah is mentioned in the Bible? That word means to rest, means to pause. Do some research on that word, Selah, because it takes us away from him. You're so right. It takes us away from him. We want to do it all, don't we, Lori? We want to do it all. We're the glue that keeps our house together, right, Lori? And sometimes we like it done our way. And when it's not done the way we want, then that's a whole nother Bible study. But what if that storm that you're in right now is so God will stop you to make you rely on him and not yourself? Sometimes he stops us so he can steady us. You may think you've got it all figured out, but on the inside, you're a mess, and he's going to stop you in your tracks so you can be steady in him. He'll stop you so you can seek him instead of trying to do it on your own. There is beauty in the pain that we're going through. Angie Hernandez, there is beauty in what you're going through. There is worship in what you're going through. There's a reason. Stillness is often necessary. So good. All right. That was point number 1. Are you guys okay? If you're on a social media platform and you want to watch the recording, send me a message. I can send you my YouTube channel. I also post these in my private community. So if you're brand new to me again, or if you guys are watching, will you put USA in the chat? You don't have to on Facebook, but on TikTok. I want to be in USA. I want to be pushed out to other moms and other Christians. TikTok did an update. So if your videos are not being viewed, don't worry about it. Just go rest in the Lord, turn the thing off, take a day off, right? Just take a break because it's just not going to get any better. Today's just not the day. Maybe TikTok's going through a storm. I just hit a button. Uh-oh, hang on, I'm coming back. I got rid of accidentally put my computer to sleep. Sorry, I'm back. I hit the wrong button. Thank you. Okay. Point number 2, if you're taking notes, Catherine's the only one that I know of taking notes. Snowstorms are temporary, aren't they? The snow doesn't lay forever, but often it feels endless, doesn't it? How many of you feel like we just got over a few snow days last week? The ground was covered. Things kind of shut down for a little bit. Not for my sister, though. She got to go to work, whether she's got snow or not. How many ever feel that way? It's temporary. I'm going to go to Ecclesiastes 3:1. We should all know this. This is a beautiful one. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Angie, you're taking notes. Awesome. Sometimes the storms feel endless, don't they? If I live in West Virginia, winter is inevitable unless I move to the south where Catherine is, right? So the storms are going to come. Amen. They're going to come no matter what I can do, Angie. I have to be prepared. Snowstorms are temporary. They often feel like they drag on forever. I do not like the winter. My body doesn't like the cold. I like to be outside. It's hard on me. In the middle of that storm that feels never ending, God still remains, doesn't he, Angie? God still remains in the middle of that storm. He didn't go anywhere, did he? He didn't leave you. How many of you go through things that you don't understand, life events, just normal life, and you often feel like you're pulled further away from Christ? Has that ever happened to you? It's happened to all of us. He didn't leave you. He's right beside of you. We often get so wrapped up in our storm that we pull ourselves away, or we take away from our Bible study. We take away from our prayer time, don't we, Buffy? Because our brain gets so full of the what ifs. Why did this happen to me? What's happening, right? I know, Buffy, me neither. Do you know when you're going through that storm and you can't think straight? That's when you need to be with Christ more than ever. When things in your life, somebody's sick, trouble in your marriage, trouble with your kids, trouble at work, that's when you need more time with Christ than ever. Sometimes time with Christ means completely still with no electronic device. How many of you have ever went through something so hard or so difficult or so foggy that you didn't even know how to pray? Has anybody else ever been through something like that? You were in a storm that was so overpowering that you didn't even know what to pray. Right? Dina? And then you felt like you were away from the Lord. When we lost our 2-week-old son, Lori, I can't imagine. And your prayer time got different or quiet, didn't it? You felt pulled away from the Lord. Have you guys been there? That storm doesn't make it the overwhelming part of it doesn't mean that things have to stop. Lori, when Lori went through all that trouble, she probably already did this, but just to sit alone and tell the Lord, I can't even think straight, but I just need to sit with you. Right, Lori? Like, just, I can't even pray. I don't know how to think. I don't know what to say. Those are the times when we should spend the time alone with Christ, even if you don't even know what to say. Have you guys ever been so mad you couldn't pray? Sure. I imagine Lori's probably been there. Angie might be there right now. I hope not. When my dad died, there were some of us that were that way. We were so mad, right, Lynn? We didn't even know how to pray. We were just mad. Those are the times in your storm that you need to pull closer to him. We pull away. I think just as human nature, we pull away because our brains get so full of the what ifs and why did this happen and I can't see and I don't understand and my life is so foggy. So we tend to figure it out, overanalyze. Is anybody an overthinker? And we pull away from Christ. Don't we, Dina? We pull away from him. 30 years, but the memories are there. They're never going to go away, right, Lori? Snowstorms are temporary. The storm that you're facing in your life is temporary. It is temporary. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Me too. Lynn, overthinker. I'm an overthinker about stuff that happens in my life emotionally, but not about like material things. I'm very generalized, except for I'm a very emotionally driven. I don't know. I'm just weird. Not intentional, but yes, we do. We pull away, don't we? When we're in that storm, heavy, and we're in that place that we don't understand, and we're going through those battles, we tend to pull away. When in reality, even if you can't think straight, even if you're too mad to pray, you still need to be alone with the Lord. Rest in him. That season's going to pass. Lori, your son died 20 years ago. What's remained? That storm passed. It still hurts, but that storm's passed. What is the one thing that's remained in your life this whole time? Even in the pain, even in the hurt, even in the fog, even in the battle, Lori has been given a chance to be a testimony for Christ, haven't you, Lori? Even in the midst of all your pain. Right? And I bet you Lori's been able to witness to so many people about how good God has been, even in the midst of the loss of her child. We're all guilty, Buffy. All of it. We want to sit and wallow. We want people around us to be upset. We want everybody to know we're mad and angry and going through a trial. Don't we, Buffy? Don't we? My family has faced a trial in 2026 that I never thought we would face. And we're dealing with it alone with the Lord. God is always constant. He is never leaving us. Right, Alicia? It's good. I hope I encourage you a little bit today. I hope so. We're going to move right along. I'm not keeping you all day. Point number 3. If you need my YouTube channel, I'm going to record this. I'm on the tube, the book, and the talk. Dina's on my YouTube. Catherine, I love it. All right, point number 3. The snow prepares the ground for growth. Are you ready for this? Isaiah 55. So we're just going to turn over a few places. Blah, 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 a few places. Isaiah 55, 10 and 11. These are so good. I used to have all this memorized. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not hither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of thy mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper in thy thing whereunto I sent it. Snow prepares the ground for growth. I'm live on all 3 platforms. Yes, sir. What's up, Manny? Snow prepares the ground for growth. How many of you have ever heard, and you might say it now, my granny used to say, we need the cold weather to kill the bugs. My husband says it now, like a little old lady. It's so cute. Oh, I know, but the cold weather kills the bugs. You guys heard that? We need this cold weather, don't we? Hey, Brandy, we need the cold weather. The snow prepares the ground for the next season. We walk through the valleys. The flowers grow in the valley, right, Alicia? The flowers grow in the valley. Angie, if you're still here, I want you to look up, kills germs. I want you to look up flowers. And actually, I'm just going to send you a song. Will you remind me, Angie, will you send me a private message right now on Facebook and say, send me the flower song? Listen, I looked up some stuff, okay? I looked up why, my hubby said that too. The flowers grow in the valley. You ever been on a mountaintop and you're like, oh, look how pretty it is. What about in life? You were going through a storm. You thought it was the worst thing ever, but then eventually you got back up here and you realize why God did that. We need these storms to grow, don't we? So the snow, purification. Yes. Let me tell you something before I go into this. How many of you don't like the snow? I don't like the snow. It hurts my body. I'd rather it be warm down in Florida with Catherine, 80 degrees, walking around with my shoes off and a t-shirt on. I'm not fond of the cold weather, right, Buffy? Who made the cold weather? Who made the snow? Who made the ice? God. So the next time you complain about the snow or you say, I hate this weather, I hate the cold weather, who are you talking about? Think about this. Because this pricked my heart at a women's ladies Bible study in March. And she was like she was about a 75-year-old lady. And she used to walk around saying, I hate the snow. I hate the snow. But who made the snow? Who made the snow? So I want you to think about that. Christ made the snow, right, Dina? There's a reason for everything. There is a reason for everything. That ought to prick your heart. I don't like the cold weather. But when we walk around talking about all the things we don't like, does that make sense? I'm just trying to encourage you a little bit today. I hope I am. All right, so this is some of the stuff the snow does. It kills insects, it kills bacteria, and it kills parasites. The cold weather gets rid of all that stuff. It's like a reset for nature. One of the things says it's like a reset for nature. How many of you reset your phone once or twice a week? Right? It gets all bogged down. It just needs a reset. Have you ever said that, Manny? I'm going to go take a walk in the woods for an hour. I need a reset. Have you guys ever done that? I need a reset. The winter is like a reset. I loathe the snow, but I'd rather have this. I know. I don't love it either. But think of that snow coming down as something that Christ made for you. Christ made that. It's like a spiritual reset. The snow is like a reset for nature. Now listen, this pricked my heart, and I need to highlight this too. The snow helps the air quality. The snow helps the moisture in our soil. Did you know that? When it snows in the winter, it helps the moisture in the soil throughout the year. We need the cold and the snow. But one of the things that I read was snow's like a blanket to the ground. It protects the seeds and it protects the roots. Cleanses, yes. The snow is like a blanket to the ground. God is covering you, right, Angie? He's not burying you. He's covering you. I wrote that down. If you're taking notes, God is covering you, not burying you. If you're going through a snowstorm in life right now, think of God covering you with that blanket, just like he's covering the earth with a blanket of snow to get it ready for summer and to get it ready for spring. And he's protecting the roots and he's protecting the bulbs and everything that's under there. He's not burying it, is he, Angie? He's covering it. He's got you. Just picture him covering you with a warm, fuzzy blanket during this storm, tucking you in and wrapping that blanket all around you. He didn't leave you. He's covering you if you're in that storm. Give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing where I'm sent. He's covering you. That's so good. Think about that layer of snow. The storm that you're in, the storm that you didn't get to prepare for, the storm that bothers you. He's not burying you in the trouble and the heartache. He's covering that. I don't know. That hit me. That was so good. I said, that's so good. If you have ever felt delayed, if you have ever felt bogged down with your storm, what if your storm was a preparation for something bigger? How many have ever had those but God moments where you were going through something and it was stormy and it was foggy and it was awful, but God made it bigger? Have you guys ever been through that? Of course you have. At the time, right? Better way to look at it, right? He's covering us, right, Angie? At the time, it was the worst thing ever. And if you've watched me before, I always go back to my house fire. In 2016, our house burnt down. It was the worst time of my life. I went through a bad divorce. Then I had surgery that year and our house burnt down. But do you know that my husband got saved, his dad got saved, and then our house burnt down. My mom hired them. They remodeled our house so we could all have a place to live. And then the Lord was getting all of that ready so I could meet my husband. But God, it was the worst time of my life, but God was preparing it months before it happened, right, Catherine? He knew what was going to come in that house fire. I would never have met my husband had my house not burned down. But God. How many of you had a moment like that, where at the time it was the absolute worst thing, but then months or years later, you saw how God moved? Our family's in that valley right now that God's working, he's moving, something's doing, something's happening, and it's something we can't see and feel, but God is working at it. He's working beneath the surface, just like that blanket of snow on the ground, right, Lori? He's covering us. Last point, and then I'm going to go. You need shelter in the storm. You need shelter in the storm. Have you ever got caught in a rainstorm before? Hindsight's always 20/20. Have you ever got caught in a rainstorm before? Now, maybe if it's summertime and it's hot, you'll hang out in the rain, right? But how many of you want to hang out in the rain in the winter when it's cold? No. What do you seek when you know it's going to rain? Do you guys sit on the front porch that doesn't have a roof over it, wait on it to rain and just sit there? If you know it's going to rain, right, Lynn? If you know the rain's coming, do you just sit around and wait on it so you can get soaked or electrocuted by the lightning and the thunder? Do you seek shelter when you know it's coming? We seek shelter. I'm going to read Psalm 91, 1 and 2. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him will I trust. Those are some good verses. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him will I trust. I want to give you a little example. One of the men in our church used to walk our road all the time. And in an old abandoned house was an old abandoned camping trailer. And it was one of those little tiny ones, you know, those little tiny ones that are just like a matchbox. And it was run down and the roof was caved in a little and it was like had a tree on it. So you guys can just picture it was an old house and he was walking and he tells me this story and it was summertime, but it came an awful, awful thunderstorm. And he went to the camping trailer because it was lightning and thundering and pouring down the rain. And he sought shelter in that camping trailer. Crystal, I'll answer your messages. Yes, when I'm done. In a real storm, you take cover. You don't sit around and wonder outside. Oh, wonder if it's going to rain. You guys go inside, right? You seek a place of refuge. You seek a safe place. You seek a dry place. A storm in your life isn't just for surviving. It's to draw you closer to Christ. So think about the storm and the snow. You don't sit around outside and wait on it to snow. You get ready, right, Angie? You get prepared. You go inside. You get heat. You get extra groceries. He is the shelter that you need in the storm. It's for learning. I love that. Hey, Rach. He says, just come near me. I'll take care of you. We often, as believers, get in a storm and our minds get so bogged down, we pull away from him when we should be running to him. Right, Rachel? There has been a time where every single one of us did not know where to go, did not know what to say to pray. We were too mad to pray. Those are the times when we feel neglected from the Lord or feel away from him. And in reality, we should sit with him, even if we don't know what to say. Just sit with him. Angie, I'm going to use you as an example because I know what you're going through is the worst thing. How much time are you just sitting with Christ? Here lately, somebody told me this, just whispered like Christ was sitting on the couch with you and he was your best friend and you didn't want anybody else to hear what you had to say. So if you see me at 5 a.m. and I'm just sitting on the couch whispering, it's because I'm talking to my Savior and I don't want anybody to hear me but him. That has been so mentally helpful to me just to think of him sitting on the couch. Like Rachel, my really good friend. And I just think of it's just Christ. He's my best friend. He's sitting there and I'm just talking to him because I don't know what to say. And I'm so mad and I'm so hurt and I'm so confused. But he's right there. He didn't go anywhere, did he, Lord? He's just waiting for me to talk to him. He hears everything. But if you're anything like me, when we go through those things or we're going through storms of life, we tend to pull away, don't we? And we tend to do it on our own and we try to figure it all out. Those are the times that we should draw closer to him. A storm in your life isn't just for surviving. It's to draw you closer to Christ. He says, just come near me, doesn't he? Just come near me, right, Catherine? He says, I'm just right here waiting for you. I wrote it down again. God is covering you, not bearing you. Think about that blanket of snow. When you are in that snowstorm and it's stilling you and quieting you and there's no movement and there's nothing you can do about it, he says, come unto me, all you that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Don't pull away from him. Pull towards him. Walk towards him. Run towards him. Right? It's okay. He wants you to ask. He wants you to tell him. Christ wants you to say, I don't understand. I am mad. I need you. I'm giving you this. That's what Christ wants. You can't do that on your own. We've all been in a place where we did not understand why. It's called life. We need to bring those emotions to a Christ. All that. Bring it to him like he was sitting right beside of you with your very best friend. It's hard. It's hard. Yes, Tammy, you're so right. Think about the reset of summer or the reset of snow and the reset of the cold weather and all that does for our system. What about the reset of time with Christ? When's the last time we put our phones away for more than 10 minutes? When's the last time you uninterrupted time to sit and talk to him and beg him to talk back to you and just listen? When is the last time we had a reset? When your life feels like a snowstorm, maybe he brought that storm to bring you closer to him. It's good stuff. That's all I got. If you want the recording, send me a message. I'll send you my YouTube channel. He's so good to us. The Lord is so good to us. So much more than what we deserve. There's a test in our testimony. Oh, what did I write down the other day? Rachel gave me this one. You ready? He is shaping me through the struggle. He is shaping me through the struggle. He works in the wait. I say that all the time. You guys ever been in a waiting period before? Of course you have. He works in the wait, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Lori? He works in the wait. All right, I'm going to go. I told you I wasn't keeping you all day. TikTok's crazy today. It has an update. Mess becomes the message. Yes, we're being refined. Junk. I'm opening my mail while we talk. I'll send you the flower song. I'm gonna I want to, if you guys are listening, there's a song. I'm going to tell you who it's by because I'm her last name. I have quite a few songs I can send you. Angie, do you have Spotify? Samantha Ebert, E-B-E-R-T. Samantha Ebert, E-B-E-R-T. The song is just called Flowers. It's Flowers by Samantha Ebert. My wife always puts a cross on her bills. Oh, I love it. Before that, love it. Jill, hi, sweetheart. I didn't know you were here. Look at that song. Samantha Ebert, Flowers. It's a beautiful song. Thank you, Jill. I'll send it to you, Angie. He works in the wait. He works in the struggle, doesn't he? So good. All right. Tomorrow, Monday, hopefully TikTok. Do you guys know if it's going to be back up and running tomorrow? Or do we still have a few more days of the update? Anybody know? Anybody know? Don't stay in the valley. That's right. We're not supposed to stay in that valley. It's so right. We get stuck there. Coffee maker doesn't work. It's miraculous. Have faith, even in mustard seed. You ever pray over your coffee maker? Is that what you mean? Pray over those little things. He wants our mind to be fully obedient to him, not just the big things, right? Like sometimes I'll pray, Lord, I want you to dress me today. I want you to be my foundation, right, John? I want you to help my mouth, help me get breakfast cooked, help me wash the dishes, do the laundry. Our minds to be in full captivity or full obedience. What's the verse? All the things, right? Our worship is a weapon. I love it. Love it. All right. Well, medical bills, medical bills, medical bills. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Don't stress too much over TikTok being messed up because it's not going to help you, right? Just go do something fun with your family. I'm glad you came too. I try to do Bible study. It's just been crazy with all my coaching stuff. I haven't had time as much as I have been doing it. Does anybody else, how often do you guys open your mail? I mean, I'm asking for a friend. We are to renew our minds constantly. Look up Solomon Ray on YouTube. He has some great songs. Ooh, Solomon Ray, Amanda says. Amanda, will you send me one of his songs? Okay, you open your bills once a week, once a month. Me too, Catherine. I'm trying to get better. My accountant, she's watching me. I got to get more organized. My business is exploded. I cannot continue to put stuff off. And I'm very bad about, just open it once a month. Just do it once in a while. I thought I paid this. See, this is why I hate bills. Awesome. Half the time. I try to open the junk and throw it away as it comes in. Do you guys do that? So, because I get a lot of medical bills. In Now Hospital, I have a lot of belly stuff that I have to pay for. So I feel like I get a lot of medical bills. And as they come in, I try to open them. But I guess here lately I have put it off. So shame on me. You moved to TikTok. I try to sort it out, right? Me too. As it comes in. But it doesn't always happen that way. Now, I only pay my bills once a month. And then I'll do some at the end maybe. But I used to do it every 2 weeks because I got paid every 2 weeks. Now I just do it once a month. All right, I got to clean off my desk and then I'm going to hit the button. If you're still watching and you want the YouTube recording, send me a private message. I'll send you my YouTube address. If you need information on how to make money online, that's always on the table. I've been doing that for 5 years. If you want my other Bible studies, they're in my free community and they're in my YouTube. So I can send you either one of those. Okay. So if you guys need a church to listen to tonight, if you don't have church, send me a message. I can send you a link to live stream church. Crystal, send me a message in school. Because then I can send you the link to my free school. There's my sweet friend. I've been watching you all day. All day, Nicole. And there will be like 700 people on your live and then 70. So you gave me so much motivation. I went live. They did not push me out like they did you. We just got doing Bible study. You missed it. We did a good Bible study. Wasn't it good? Everybody go follow Nicole. She's my most special friend. Listen, if you're in that snowstorm of life, listen to this Bible study again. If you need a live stream church for tonight, send me a message. Free community, send me a message. All the things. Gotta go. Nicole, I was so hoping I would get pushed out to all the people like you.